3-point perspective is really useful when you want to render something from a super high or a super low point of view, either from a bird's eye view or an ant's point of view. It uses 3 vanishing points, and all lines recede to a vanishing point. There are no parallel lines in 3-point perspective. So how do we set it up? Place your horizon line either up high for a bird's point of view or down low for an ant's point of view of the world. Let's start on the ground as if we were an ant. Draw your horizon line at the bottom of the page. Now draw in your guidelines where you want your objects to be placed. And remember, all lines go to a vanishing point, like I have done here. Now start drawing in your objects like this. You can quickly see the 3-dimensional objects forming, and the point of view is quite dramatic. Now I'll do the same from a bird's eye perspective. You can see it works just as well and equally dramatic. Experiment with 3-point perspective. Remember, you can take the vanishing points outside the canvas to lessen the angle the lines recede on the page. Like I said before, if you keep practicing, these lines will just come naturally, and you'll get to a point where you don't really think about it too much. Also, once you truly understand them, you can start to experiment and even break the rules. Also, don't get bogged down with the whole math side of it. I've seen arguments break out online over perspective, and it's simply ridiculous. It's a tool and a guide to create art. We're not looking at trigonometry, and we're not looking at the curvature of the earth or anything like that. It's just a tool to use to get seemingly realistic perspective in your art. That's it. And it's meant to be fun, so enjoy it and experiment. I know I've shown you a bunch of cubes so far, so here are some more shapes drawn in perspective that aren't cubes. Notice how I create a cross from the corners of the square. This gives me the perspective center of the square, so I can draw my vertical line. In this one, I divide the square out further and create smaller crosses, giving me the center point of each one. I can then get the center point of each outer line going to the corner, and this will be where the perspective base of my cylinder lines will cross. I do the same for the top, and then connect the two and remove the lines behind. I use the same technique here to get the arch of the top of the doorway.